Okay guys, welcome back. Today we will do a walk around the house, and this will be just how the house is today. I have finished with all of the photos, so now it will be video. I am so happy of that, and for those of you that are watching, I'm sure that you will like it better. So today I will show you just where we are, not talking about projects, just where we are. So let's go. Okay, so this is the front of the house, and what I'm gonna do is I am going to walk you in that direction all the way to the back, and then come back and do this front area. So as you can see, there's the front of the house with two doors, some lights, and some little glass blocks. And here is headed towards the side of the house where the kitchen is at. This window here is the living room, and that window is the dining room. Here you have a small covered driveway, a mango tree, a mangosteen with 3 lemon trees in the back, and those are yellow lemons. I actually got them, I actually germinated the seeds and made little plants out of it, so they're not producing yet. And here is the hedge that was brought about from one single plant. This is only one side. I will show you the other in a minute. Now, as you can see, there's some sticks and bamboo here, because the OG, being that he's only 3 months, he likes to play with them things and bring them down. And as you can see, they've actually been battered a little bit. The other thing is, since this little bush is here, there's one missing right there. He likes to dig them out, so I really have to keep track of him, but he's pretty quick. And here you have this tree and this tree. They're both shade trees with one lemon tree here, and the trees in the background, I don't know the correct name for them, but I call them the red trees. Now, if you look down at the bottom, you will see 2 smaller trees growing. Those are the same type of trees, except that they are a pinkish white. So it's a multicolored tree that I will take and wrap around that metal pipe so it blends with that thing, and it'll give it 3 different colors, and I think that would look good. Or at least I'm hoping it does. Now, what I discovered is, if you look at some of the house videos, you will see that those trees came down several times. And we went to this one store and saw a tree wrapped around a metal pipe, and it was fantastic. So that's what I did. I got a pipe, and I wrap the tree around this thing, and as it grows, it just gets tighter around this pipe, and it's not going anywhere. And it has worked out fantastic. Okay, as you come around, now you're looking at the side where the kitchen is. This window here is the dining room. There's the kitchen door, and those windows are in the kitchen. Here you have a outside counter. It's not quite complete, but it's pretty much there. And on this side, that small hole here is, I'm gonna put some either wood or charcoal in there, because here is a barbecue pit that will go in there. And this area is not quite done. As you can see back here, I have to work out some type of ventilation system, so probably out of stainless steel or something. And then here, same thing, but what I will do is this countertop here, I think I will put a stove burner type of thing, and use it for, you know, cooking on a pot or a pan or whatever. And then you make it to the corner, and now we're looking at the area where the plumbing project took place. Kitchen window, bedroom window, bedroom window, shower window, bathroom window. And that wall that you see straight ahead is where all the filtration and water tanks are located. And of course, here's our pool, swimming pool, pond, lake, whatever. And a little while ago, the rings were delivered to dig here and over here. The ground is almost completely dry, so it should be pretty easy to dig. Now this area here is a garage, and the walkway continues. Here you have the bedroom sliding door, and that right there is actually a bedroom that I turned into an office. Okay, so let's go back around to the front of the house, and then we'll go in the other direction. Oh yeah, one more thing before we go to the front of the house. This is the only air conditioner in the house right now, which goes into the office. However, there will be 4 air conditioners, but they will not be here. The units themselves, of course, will be in the room that they will be servicing, but all those outside units will actually sit right here on top, so that they vent out this way and they don't obstruct any of this here or be hanging off the wall here. And eventually there will be glass covering this area here, and the units will just kind of blend into the glass there. Okay, again, looking from the front door, we're gonna go in that direction, that way. Here is the window for the TV room, and in the corner you have the office window. Here you have a covered walkway leading to the front of the house, but I have not finished this door. I had someone build it, and it's not square, and that top hinge broke. So eventually, when I make time, I will cut that door out of there and redo it. But anyway, coming around this side, you have a Merriam plum, jackfruit, and on the other side of that is a rose apple, and on the background you have 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow lemon trees. And again, this is here for Diogi because he thought it was fun to run through there, and he was destroying this corner here. As you can see here, these are kind of laying off to the side because this morning all of this right here, he was just playing and brought them down, so I have to pick them up. So hopefully by the time he gets to be about 6 months or so, hopefully before that, but he will stop doing all that. Now here you have the only original tree on this side of the house. It's a mango, and here's a rambutan tree, and all these bushes, this hedge coming around here all the way down over across that way, and on the side that I showed you at the beginning, all that came from one tree, one plant. And slowly but surely, as this thing was growing, I kept making it into more and more and more. Also this also came from the same tree. These little yellow plants here also came from one. These also came from one. And I just kept splitting them and making them into more and more and more. And here you have the garage door and the shop door. This driveway is just gravel right now, and the reason for it is because trucks are still coming in to deliver dirt and gravel and what have you. So until all that stops, I will not put concrete on this thing. Here we have a lychee tree. Now this tree down here in the bottom was had another branch coming out, and this thing was kind of angling off in all kinds of directions. So what I did is I cut that branch out, and I'm going to straighten this thing out so that it has a single trunk. And here I've started to level this thing off. What I'm going to do, this whole area here will be up at a different level than this. It'll be up a little higher. What I will do is, if you look back there in the back, that area I've started to level off, and it will carry across. It will carry across all the way at that level till it gets to about this thing here. And of course here you have more trees. And as you can see, there are many types of trees here, and some of them are kind of overcrowded, but they're just temporary. For example, this tree here will be moved, and so will this one. Those trees will go onto the property in the back. As you can see, you have more jackfruit trees, mango trees, and avocado trees, more jackfruit trees. And what I will do is, when the time comes, I'll make a decision what I save and what I get rid of. Now, right now, I'm still up in the air, but I'm thinking that these trees, this one, and those three in the corner down there, I will put on the other side of the fence so that this is clear on this side. Because what I plan to do is here in the middle, actually put 2 or 3 trees somewhere in here and make it so that they're shade trees. And I want them to get maybe 20 meters high or so to provide shade onto the driveway and onto the house. I think that will help keep everything cool. And the other thing is, we normally get winds that are coming from out in the rice fields out in this direction, and I think it will help slow down the wind and protect the other trees from getting slammed. As you can see here, this is where the shed used to be. So that is getting leveled. I need to carry more dirt in here. I'm moving all this dirt here and leveling as I go. And then once I move all this dirt here, then I will decide how many more trucks I need to put in here. Now this tree here is a guava tree. That is the other original tree. So in this whole property, out of the many trees that were here, there are only 2 original trees. Everything else I put in, and with the exception of the red trees, as I call them, and the 2 shade trees that are over there, everything is a fruit tree. And here, these 2 trees here are coffee trees. They did produce some coffee last year. I didn't harvest it or anything, but you know, this tree here, I don't remember how, but it got broken, so it became very small. It used to be 3-4 times as bigger than that. And here's the backside. There's the rings, and there's the dirt that we put all around the property, and there's the future gate. So right now we're waiting for 2 things. One is for them to harvest the rice fields, and 2 is to make sure that this thing is dry so an excavator can come in and prepare the ground for the fence to go in. Okay guys, so there you have it. Now you've seen how it is up to this point. It's pretty much done, but not yet complete. Now the reason for it is not because of lack of desire or time or what have you. It's the money tree. As I go along, everything is being paid for 100%, so it takes a little bit of time for that money tree to produce all the money that's needed. And it's okay. Slowly but surely, we'll get this done. Oh, I almost forgot one thing. The one thing that I did not show you, which I'm sure you've seen on other videos, but here you have these flower beds, and as soon as the fence is painted and completed, then I will fill up this flower beds and plant something there. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of where we are in the construction of the house. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
Bye bye